All right, y'all. So I came on here and I complained about getting sued, and this is like maybe my first time getting sued. Honestly, I am going through it like mentally, emotionally, financially. It's all just going down. Like I don't even know what to do no more, guys. So, yeah, I'm married, and the person that I'm with has a lot of debt. And it's not debt that I helped accumulate. I probably helped accumulate just a little bit here and there. But there's been times where I've paid off a credit card and yeah, they racked it up. And this is not a bash session at this point, y'all. Like, I got to put it out there. So, I used to get like whenever he would explain like his debt situation, because he used to freely go around talking about his debt, he would always like blame me or blame like living in California. And it's not living in California, it's not my fault. It's literally his fault, and it's okay. At first, it was our fault together, but when I started trying to fix the problem, when I started saying, okay, hey, I'm gonna pay this, and any trip that we go on, I'm gonna come out of pocket. Hey, I'll pay this card off. When I start doing those things, and you're running that credit card back up and doing certain things that you're not supposed to, okay, that's on you. So I do take responsibility and accountability for my part in running up the debt. But I did try to like fix the problem, because at this point I'm not going to ever give up going on trips. I'm just not. I'm not. But I'm going to go and work and hustle to make sure that I can pay for this trip. And that's exactly what I did. And that's what I did for the last couple of trips that I went on. So, but I still have like a little bit of responsibility for some of the debt. But I did try my best to, combat the debt. I tried my best to pay off some of the stuff. But, you can't control everything. So I did what I could, and I gave suggestions on what somebody else could do. But at the end of the day, it's not my money. It's not my card, none of that. So it is what it is. Moving on. We're in a position where like the relationship is rocky, extremely rocky. I'm not even going to go into that. But debt actually makes it worse. A rocky relationship, it dang near destroys it. So we're not in a position to where we're gonna buy a house. Like, houses are extremely expensive right now as it is. So I kind of accepted that maybe I'm gonna have to wait another 2 years or so. And that's fine. That's okay. I do plan on working, and I plan on getting a certain amount of pay to help pay down this debt. But now we're thinking about, hey, why don't you just file bankruptcy? Now, both of us, we can't file bankruptcy. Like, I'm not filing bankruptcy because, if I do plan on in the future applying for an apartment with this person, I don't want to have both of our credit scores having bankruptcy. I need at least one of us to carry like a bankruptcy free credit score or credit history. So he's thinking about doing the bankruptcy because all of our finances are split. Like, literally everything is split down to a T. We've never been the type to have, oh, we're gonna have this account together and that, and we're gonna do all this. No, it's always been split down the middle. It's never been your money is my money is your money. Like, no. It's never worked like that, and it's probably why we have issues. But I'm not the type of person who wants to control somebody's debt. It makes me feel uncomfortable. It makes me feel uneasy. I'm a lover girl. I just want to be in love in a relationship and think about all that stuff later. And even when I think about like finances, I don't ever want to be in control of somebody's finances. I don't want to do it. But now, like, it's coming to a point to where, yes, I'm going to have to give suggestions. I'm going to have to grow up and be a lot more responsible. And let me tell you guys, I am not the best when it comes to finances. I am not financially disciplined, but I know how to do enough to get by. I know how to save a little bit here and there and not touch it. You know, I know when it's okay, these credit card bills is going up a little too much. Let me go hustle to get. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys, I'm streaming right now. But I know when it's time to hustle to get this debt down. So pretty much we're thinking about, like, in order to like repair some of the damage that's being done, possibly doing the bankruptcy. And honestly, I don't know. I kind of don't want to do the bankruptcy. I'm feeling kind of weird about doing it because I don't want, you know, for my partner to have a damaged credit history. But it's technically already damaged based off of, you know, all the debt that he has. So what I wanted to do was see, once I graduate, if whatever money that I start making, I can just pay off all his debt. Like, my debt, it's not bad at all. I probably have like a $3,000 credit card bill or something, but like that's something that I can like get in like a month once I start working. And then I was thinking about like maybe doing like 6 months of, you know, just consistently working back to back to back to back, all these doubles, and then seeing how much debt that I can pay down. But he kind of doesn't want to do that, and I have no control over what he wants to do. He doesn't really want to do that. He kind of just wants to, you know, like do the bankruptcy and get it over with. But I'm thinking like long term how bankruptcy can, you know, damage us. And like what other lawsuits are we going to have? Like what we were doing before, the cars are done, so we only have one means of transportation at this point. So I don't know what to do. I don't know, but I just know that we need money. And it seems like the more money you get, the more problems you got, the more debt you have. I need to go talk to like a financial advisor. I need to go talk to an accountant. I need to go talk to a bankruptcy lawyer. Like, you even have to have money to even file bankruptcy. That's the thing. You have to have money to file bankruptcy. And it's not like our credit scores are like bad right now, but his credit score it's getting lower, and we're surviving off of my credit score. But I don't want to, you know, open up, like, he's pretty much expecting me to start selling assets, not to pay down debt, but just to get by. And I just don't think that's a good idea, because if you have a monthly income coming in, why would little old me who doesn't have a monthly income coming in, why would I sell off my assets to just get you by? But you have enough money to get by, you just have a shopping addiction. That's not fair to me. And yeah, I was gaslit a little bit. I wasn't gonna fall for it, but I felt like, you know, it's not even like I feel like, it's a problem right now in my relationship where they feel like I'm holding out because I'm not selling the assets to pay certain things here and there that they're supposed to be responsible for, because they get money every month. I don't know, y'all. But I just came on here to vent, because I don't think that, you know, we should file for bankruptcy. Like, it keeps coming across like my For You pages and YouTube recommendations. I feel like my phone is like listening to me. I need to disable something in my phone because they're giving a lot of suggestions lately, and I haven't even looked most of it up. Hopefully we can, get like win the lottery or something. I don't know. Hopefully it's something, a miracle can happen to where we don't have to file. But even if we do have to file, only one of us are gonna file. We're both not gonna file because you have to think about the damage long term. Say if we apply for an apartment, they're gonna see our credit history, and with both people having bankruptcy on their credit report, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like, no. So how are we gonna find a place to live? Where are we gonna go? Are we just gonna Airbnb? What's up? Like, no, I don't think that's something that we should be doing. So unless we find like a private owner, that's what I've been seeing people do. And then I just feel like if at least one of us doesn't have it on there, that'll give us a greater chance of actually moving into an apartment. But, he has the income, and I think that might screw us over too, that, he has the income, but he has the bankruptcy on his credit. So we don't really want to screw that up. And like, he can't transfer all his debt over to me. I would be retarded if I let that happen, because then, he could rack up his debt again. And then I have the debt he transferred over to me, and he still has debt, and we're still in the same position. Because trust me, I paid off some cards thinking that, I want to be a great wife and I want to help out, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go hustle and do all this, that, and the third, only for it to be a situation to where I was like, you're hustling too much. You need to be more present. And that caused a whole other slew of issues. Give me some advice. What was if you filed for bankruptcy in your 20s or whatever age, which chapter did you file for? How long did it take you? Were you married? Did both of you guys, if you were married, did both of you guys file, or did just one of you guys file? Let me know, because I need help. I need help, y'all. I need advice. I don't want to pay freaking consultation appointments for lawyers when it comes to this. I really don't even want this to happen, because after you file for bankruptcy, you have to wait like 2 years, I think, to even buy a house. It would, freeing up all that money though, it would help out a lot. But what's the point of freeing it up if you're not ready to give up spending?